Okay, so picture this. You're scrolling through Airbnb, right? Dreaming of that perfect Greek island escape. And for loads of people, Greece is that dream and, these short-term rentals are how they do it. But here's a question, a really fundamental one maybe, that maybe most hosts don't quite get. Is a guest just, a guest? Or is there something a bit more complex going on there? Because it's easy to think, a guest is a guest, but, well, what we're looking at today suggests it's really not that simple. Especially for top-tier hospitality.
Yeah, you've really nailed the core issue there. And the opportunity, actually, because understanding these different types of guests, it isn't just about, dodging bad reviews. It's absolutely key, crucial even, for delivering that kind of exceptional experience. So this deep dive, we're going to unpack how spotting these, well, sometimes subtle expectations can really change a stay, from just good to genuinely memorable for everyone involved.
That difference feels huge. And it leads us right into what we're trying to do here today, our mission for this deep dive. We're going to break down the 3 main kinds of Airbnb travelers that a specific property management company in Greece has identified. And this comes from real hands-on experience, managing hundreds of places. Kavala, Nea Iraklitsa, Palio Tsifliki, all those areas. So we'll look at who they are, what they actually need, not just what we think they need, and how tweaking the experience for each type. That's what leads to those great ratings, 5 stars, and people coming back again and again. Okay, let's get into it. So who are these travelers? The ones really shaping the Airbnb scene in Greece, according to this company. Let's start with the group they see as kind of the heart and soul of it all. The vacationing family or couple. What's their story?
Right, so these are your classic holidaymakers, basically. Their profile, usually booking for, say, 5 to 10 nights. Often it's summer or maybe school holidays. And the big things for them, comfort, definitely. Cleanliness, obviously. And amenities, things that make it feel like a proper home from home. And interestingly, they often expect things like full kitchens, balconies, maybe a sea view, quiet neighborhoods. Oh, and they're often coming from places like Bulgaria, Germany, the UK, Romania too.
Okay, easy check-in, good Wi-Fi. That sounds pretty standard. But what's the deeper thing here for families? Is it just about making it easy, or is there a bigger emotional hit if these things go wrong? Especially with kids in tow. I mean, I can just picture a messy check-in with tired kids. Total nightmare fuel.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about cutting down the stress. For a family arriving after a journey to find a tricky lockbox, or worse, rubbish Wi-Fi. It's not just annoying, it can genuinely sour the start of the whole holiday. So the real insight here is that for this group, getting those basics absolutely right, friction-free, is not just a nice extra, it's fundamental. It turns that potential stress into instant, we're here, relaxation. And yeah, they're looking for local tips too, good beaches, tavernas, maybe where the playgrounds are. And if they're staying a bit longer, a mid-stay clean is a really big plus for them.
Right, so anticipating those needs seems key. How does a smart strategy actually do that for this group?
Well, it's about those thoughtful touches, done proactively. So the company we looked at, they provide things like guidebooks, but specifically with family-friendly spots highlighted, updated lists of restaurants, even those little insider tips like, park here during peak season to avoid a headache. Tiny things, big impact. And the kitchen thing is crucial. They make sure they are genuinely fully equipped. Their phrase was great, not just a fork and 2 glasses. Because families, they will use the kitchen.
Yeah.
And yeah, offering that optional mid-stay clean for the longer stays. It makes them feel properly looked after, like really cared for. Almost hotel service, but private.
That level of detail, yeah, you can see how that works. And that quote from the guest says it all. We had everything we needed like home, but better.
That's brilliant. Really shows the power of getting into the mindset of that family guest. But hey, not everyone's looking for that home away from home vibe, are they? This next group, often overlooked apparently, but they need something totally different. The short stay city explorer or business traveler.
It's exactly. This group, it's all about efficiency. Speed. Typically, they're staying maybe 1-2 nights max, often booking really last minute. Their priorities are super clear. Location, location, location. And solid Wi-Fi. That's it. And they absolutely expect a smooth self-check-in. No messing around. Because often it's just one person, maybe a couple. They're there for work or it's just a quick stopover.
Right. So their needs are laser focused. Speed, simplicity, fast entry, no hassle, often late at night. Decent shower, good water pressure, hot water. Non-negotiable. Strong Wi-Fi, obviously. And you said absolutely no confusion about Wi-Fi codes or how to check out. Why is that no confusion bit so critical for them? What happened if things are confusing?
Because every single minute counts for these travelers. Seriously, they're often on a really tight schedule, a work meeting, a connecting flight, whatever it is. So just one little snag, a Wi-Fi code that doesn't work, a tricky lockbox, Unclear instructions that can throw their whole plan off. It leads to real frustration and lost time. For them, efficiency isn't just nice, it's everything. It's the baseline requirement. So how do you keep them happy then? Is it just about automating everything?
Well, for this particular group, yeah, efficiency is the name of the game, and automation is a massive part of that. So the strategy involves things like smart key boxes or remote access systems, digital locks you can manage from an app. It's not just tech for tech's sake. It's about empowering that business traveler who rocks up at 1 a.m. They can get in instantly, feel totally self-sufficient, no need to interact with anyone if they don't want to, and they send out super clear instructions beforehand. Everything they could possibly need: maps, Wi-Fi details, checkout steps, even suggestions for nearby places open late for food, that kind of thing. They might schedule a follow-up text, just checking in, but the key is never to interrupt them. Discretion is vital. Speed, discretion. The system's built for it. It's efficiency made real.
It sounds almost like a secret code between the host and guest, doesn't it? Knowing exactly what they need without them even asking. I'm thinking about my own last-minute work trips. Yeah, that frictionless arrival would have been amazing. And here's a cool insight you mentioned. Apparently, this group leaves great reviews when it is frictionless, even if they were only there for 24 hours, like that quote. Perfect for a work trip, checked in at midnight, no issues. We'll book again next time I'm in Kavala. Simple, effective. Okay, so we've got families wanting comfort, business types wanting speed. But what about the guests looking for that real wow factor? Often booking last minute too, apparently. This is where it gets really interesting, right? The high-end seeker.
Oh, absolutely. This group has very specific, very high expectations, their profile. Usually stinging a bit longer than the business types, paid 2 to 4 nights. But yeah, often booking last minute, yet demanding absolutely top quality, no compromises. Aesthetics are huge for them. Luxury amenities, privacy is key. Often coming from places like Thessaloniki, maybe Germany, Athens. And look, they're definitely willing to pay premium rates, but they expect serious value for that money, demonstrable value. It's less about a long holiday, more about a short, sharp, impactful, memorable experience.
And you can see that in their needs. Sparkling clean is just the start. They want Instagram-worthy spaces, right? Places that look amazing online, and in reality, they expect the extras: fancy coffee machines, maybe branded toiletries, really good quality bedding, and communication needs to be super responsive. They often want help with things like booking restaurants or concierge-style tips. So how do you actually handle these VIPs? How do you deliver that Instagram-worthy feel?
You basically treat them like VIPs from the moment they inquire. It starts there. The cleaning has to be immaculate, like hospitality-grade standards, using proper checklists, trained staff. Every detail matters. They try to offer flexibility too, like early check-ins or late checkouts where possible. It shows they understand their travel style. But the real difference maker, it's that personal touch combined with efficiency. Super fast replies to messages. Tailored local recommendations, maybe suggesting a high-end restaurant or a private boat trip. And, this is crucial, they actually prep the homes for photos, making sure the lighting is right, pillows are plunked perfectly, curtains arranged just so. Why? Because these guests often share their experiences on social media. The goal is to make their stay look every bit as good as it feels. It's about delivering an experience that fully justifies that premium price point and frankly enhances their own story.
Wow, that sounds like a seriously bespoke service. Every little detail is considered. And you can see why it works. That guest review sums it up. Felt like a boutique hotel, but with privacy. Loved the scent when we walked in. That little detail, the scent, says a lot. So wrapping this all up, what does this actually mean for you listening? Maybe you own a place and are thinking about Airbnb in Greece, or maybe you're just fascinated by what makes great hospitality tick. This isn't just, interesting theory. It feels like the absolute foundation of doing hosting well. So many places fall into that trap, right? The one-size-fits-all approach. But the key, based on this, is doing the exact opposite. It's really internalizing that a guest is not just a guest, they're different.
Spot on. And the secret sauce, if you like, to the success reported here. It boils down to this combination: anticipation plus automation plus human touch. It's a powerful mix. They use smart automation, for the fast, accurate info. The repeatable stuff gets things done efficiently. And this is the critical bit, they never let that automation completely take over the human side. That personal connection, think about it. Maybe it's a little handwritten welcome note for that family, or just a quick, friendly WhatsApp message to the solo business traveler, checking they got an okay. That blend ensures every single guest type feels like they're the only guest, like the service is just for them. And that's what leads to people coming back, telling their friends, leaving those glowing reviews. The results they mentioned are pretty impressive. Average reviews over 4.9. occupancy rates in those Greek towns consistently beating the market average. It clearly works.
And that really brings us to the close of this deep dive. What we've unpacked today, it hammers home that core idea. Hospitality can't be generic because people aren't generic. Really understanding who's actually walking through your door and then designing an experience that clicks with their specific needs. Whether they're that couple seeking sun and relaxation, or the business traveler rushing through, or someone looking for that weekend slice of luxury, that's what earns the 5 stars. That's what gets repeat bookings and, yeah, ultimately better revenue. It's about being proactively thoughtful, isn't it?
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought for everyone listening. If tailoring things like this works so well, what tiny, maybe surprising little touch, or maybe a smart automation could you bring into your own world, your interactions, your business, whatever, just by taking a beat, thinking about who you're dealing with, anticipating what they might specifically need, and just as importantly, figuring out what might unnecessarily annoy them and heading it off. Think about the last time something small frustrated you as a customer or guest. What simple thing could have prevented that if someone had just anticipated your need a little better? Something to chew on.